sad news, in my opinion, I would say, and it's regarding Jude Bellingham, which looks like confirmation he's going to be signing for Dortmund. But before we get into the news, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X, and smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. So, as it says, it's being reported not just in the Metro, but in most UK media outlets as we speak now. And it's effectively almost official. Jude Bellingham to reject Manchester United transfer to complete 20 million move to Dortmund. And let me just quickly go for now, just give you my thoughts on this. So those who don't know, Jude Bellingham is actually a 16-year-old who actually plays for Birmingham City. Midfielder. He's been getting a lot of regular first team football for Birmingham in the Championship, and he's been seen as essentially like the next sort of big thing, latest prospect, so because he's 16 and he's playing, Championship football, which is pretty good. So the article here says, so Birmingham City have rejected the chance to sign Manchester United and will instead join Dortmund a 20 million deal in the coming days, according to reports. United tried to sign a 16-year-old midfielder in January and were willing to pay a lump sum to Birmingham in a bid to beat their competitor. However, Bellingham decided against a quick-fire move in order to work his opportunities, and he's taken a meticulous approach to deciding his next club. Sounds a bit like Jadon Sancho, doesn't it? The midfielder visited United's current training ground in March and Salzburg gave the team a guided tour to persuade him to join. However, according to ESPN, and that's the only small red flag with this, I would argue, because ESPN is somewhat questionable. Dortmund's offer first of all has persuaded Bellingham to reject United. Midfield move to Germany will be announced this week. Dortmund is set to pay a compensation fee in the region of 20 million for the midfielder in a similar deal to the one that saw them land Jadon Sancho for Manchester City. This is a big blow for United, who have reverted their transfer challenge to the one that's adopted. Solskjaer wants to sign the best British talent at an age when they are yet to reach their peak and so on. And that's true. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that we should be signing the best young talent, irrespective of whether they're British or not. So, like I said, I disagree with that. That has to be British. But this is a blow, and it's sort of, because when you're seeing British players decide, you know what, it's not worth signing for a big British club, which I still believe United is, and they want to go abroad, that says something. That I think it's a combination of things. It's a combination of, where Manchester United are. I think it's also a combination of where a lot of young players, I think that what Jadon Sancho did, and fingers crossed we signed Jadon Sancho, but what he did is he showed that for a lot of British players, they don't have to accept being on the bench anymore. They don't have to accept, waiting for their opportunity or going on permanent loans, etc. They can get good deals with teams abroad, in Germany, in Italy, and so on, to either make their careers or potentially even rescue their careers. If you look at the likes of Ashley Young, for example, and Chris Smalling, who are having decent spells in Italy. So I think that this is sad, and I think that this is, this is something that I think that not just United, but certainly other clubs have to reflect on, and that, like, I'm seeing that there's a lot of talent coming through England right now, rivaling France almost, and it seems that talent is going abroad, and I think it's up to English clubs, especially United clubs, to actually give these players opportunities, as difficult as it is, and make themselves more attractive, because if they don't, they're going to go abroad, So this is sad, because I would have wanted to sign Bellingham. I would have bought him. In an ideal world, I feel like if we could have bought him and then maybe loaned him to Dortmund for an extended period of time, and then we obviously signed Sancho. For me, that would be the best for both teams. But it looks like Sancho could potentially still stay at Dortmund, and it looks like they'll now get Jude Bellingham as well. So, he potentially, if Jadon Sancho stays at Dortmund, they'll have Sancho and Bellingham, two of the hottest British properties, will be playing for Dortmund, and United won't get a sniff at both of them. So it's sad and it's annoying, but we need to learn and we need to push on, because we cannot just keep on relying on in quote established players when a lot of up-and-coming British players passed United by. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a blow for Manchester United? Have a nice day, guys, and cheers.